Mighty fine.
In the car, Bobby Rex, renowned San Antonio racer. And let the whole chassis work like a big spring. Fire it off. Is a show that gives you the evolution of the front engine top fuel dragster. These are cars from the classic years of drag racing. I mean, it's quite a deal. These cars changed a lot over the years. As you'll see,
to give. If y'all can hear, please come up.
and the power behind the Nitro Fest. If you'd make him welcome, please, Mr. Jack Chisenhall.
Well, listen, thanks guys for coming. You know, you can do all this stuff, but if nobody comes out here, it's just not much fun, you know. So we really appreciate everybody coming out and bringing your cars, and you know, we had a good time today, and we want to, along the way, we want to kind of try to recognize those people that have kind of got us here to where we're at today. This didn't start with us, you know, it started with other folks before us, and we're just continuing the tradition. And with that said, there's a couple of guys here. There's two people that we're entering into the Hall of Fame this year, and the first one is Tom Medley. Now, Tom Medley, for those of you who don't know, was started with the third issue, I think it was, of Hot Rod Magazine, and was Stroker McGurk. Most of you guys have probably heard of Stroker McGurk. Stroker McGurk then went on with Tex Smith to organize the first Street Rod Nationals. And he's been a supporter, and without Tom, I very seriously doubt that we would have the street rod movement that we have, and the hot rod movement that we have today. If you knew him, and he was a good friend, and he was just pure excitement all the time. He was a 92 when he passed away last year, and he would walk up to young people and just start talking to them about their cars. He'd do anything that he could to stay involved in street riding. He's one of a kind, and we miss him. And his son Gary Medley is here today to accept this award.
Thank you, Jack. On behalf of my father and myself and Stroker McGurk, I'd like to thank Jack for this award. Jack has been was one of my father's dearest friends since the late 70s, and his generosity is unsurpassed, and he's been a great part of my life as well as my father. So thank you, and this is pretty interesting. And in walking through Jack's office, it's apparent he has at least half the drawings that my father ever did are on the wall. But in going through my father's archive, I found another one which I'd like to give to him as a thank you. Sort of the alter ego for Stroker for the Vintage Air thing, and I found this really simple drawing my father did, and even colored it, just an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, so I framed it up to give to Jack.
Thanks so much, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. You want a picture of that too? So we have one other person today that we're going to induct in the Hall of Fame, and this guy has been around Texas hot rodding his whole life. He went to the events early in the 60s. I met him in the early to mid 60s, probably 65, 66. He always had a hot rod. He's always been promoting the hot rod and street rod industry. I know for sure that he went to the first Street Rod Nationals, which, by the way, Tom Medley was there as well, so they have that in common. But his name's Scott Ingram. Scott has always traveled the country. He went to 32 Street Rod Nationals in a row. He's one of the best representatives that Texas Street Rodders could have, and that's what he's always done, and we want to take the time to honor him today. So Scott, would you come up here and receive this Hall of Fame award?
The cars are great. They bring us all together, but the people are even better. Even Carlos came along. I wanted a special ride for Robbie to come here, so he brought John Scott, another person I've known for frickin' 50 years, and there are also 32 nuts. Carlos, said sure, he'll bring them up in his 32 Phaeton. A questionable day, but what's he do? He pulls it out, and brings them both up here. It's about the people. I thank y'all.
All right.
Now I was sitting in a drive-in having a Coke when in came a roaster in a half-inch stroke. The body was channeled, the top was chopped, the headers were chromed when the axle was dropped. Well, and the cry went out, well, if it goes in, drag it out, we'll drag it out, drag it out, drag it out.
Fantastic. I need